soldier of love, Muhammad Ali, wit, wisdom, and truth. Written by Geoffrey Giuliano. Narrated by Geoffrey Giuliano.
To hear who's the heavyweight champion of the world.
This is the legend of Cassius Clay, the most beautiful fighter in the world today.
Muhammad Ali, a tribute.
Fighting was dull until I came along because the greatest wasn't around.
The world views him as a champion's champion. The single greatest figure in sports history and arguably the most recognized face on the planet. But it is his own modest definition of himself which seems to best capture the man's remarkable essence. An African-American from humble roots who captured the world's heavyweight boxing title and treated everyone right.
Mr. Clay, what do you dislike most? People who are stuck on themselves.
Cassius Marcellus Clay, Jr. was born January 1st, 1942, at Louisville General Hospital in Louisville, Kentucky. His father, Cassius Sr., painted billboards and church murals, while his mother, Odessa, worked as a household domestic. Growing up at 3302 Grand Avenue on Louisville's humble west side, the precocious youngster, whom his mother once described as a restless March wind, was already out shooting virtually everyone at marbles and holding court on his front porch with boys nearly twice his age. And now, in a rather humorous recollection, Clay recalls his early adventures in Louisville as the occasional classroom bully.
I would have a habit of bullying my way around when I would take the smallest boy in the class and sit beside him who had the most brain. And when a various test or something would come up, I would tell him, if you don't let me see your test paper, I'm going to get you after school. And the boy would become so frightened. He said, please, Cassius, please, I'll do anything. I say, well, give me the answer to question number 10 and question number 11. And he would slip it to me. And if you tell, you better not come to school no more. We really had a good time in those days.
Clay's staunch Baptist mother made certain that Cassius and his younger brother Rudolph regularly attended both church and Sunday school, which instilled in the boys not only the golden rule of charity and compassion, but also an early passion for social justice. By the tender age of 8, the Kentucky youngster was convinced that God had a special destiny in store for him, but there was little hint of the great boxing prowess to come. Surprisingly, Cassius didn't even really like sports, finding contact games too rough, even then worrying about marring his pretty face. One thing that was readily apparent, however, was the boy's overwhelming need for speed, as he outran virtually everything in sight. People, dogs, and sometimes even buses. Well aware of his cat-like quickness, he often insisted his brother Rudy toss rocks at him, as he was easily able to dodge every one. Little did anyone know that this childhood game was actually the innocent precursor to Clay's world-famous Ali Shuffle. Everything, however, came into focus for Clay when he turned 12. He had just received a prized red and white Schwinn bicycle and rode it to Louisville's Columbia Auditorium to attend a bazaar. When he emerged to find the bike stolen, the boy raced through the building in a frenzy, howling that he was going to whoop the culprit once he found him. When he confronted a policeman down in the basement, he bellowed out his story. The officer was Joe Martin, a man who generously spent his off hours training young boxers in the downstairs Columbia gym.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?